And we are live. Good morning and welcome to Free Daily Coaching on this 1st of July of 2016. Can you believe we are halfway through the year already? In a blink of an eye, this year has just gone. You know, when you were a kid, time lasts forever, didn't it?
It sure did.
And then they say as you get older, time goes faster. My son has a theory, however, that it isn't that at all. That time itself is sped up. What do you think of that?
Could be.
You never know about quantum physics, do you? Anyway, guys, welcome this morning. I have Diamantina and Debbie with me, and we're going to talk a little bit about a toolbox that we use called IBO Toolbox. And Diamantina's been in it a lot longer than I have. Debbie knows a little bit, and I know a little bit. So between the three of us, we should be able to tell you about it. Maybe. I see IBO Toolbox as a tool that can help you promote whatever business that you are in. Promote your primary, most of us here are familiar with MLSP. You could promote MLSP by the press releases that you put out within the system, and apparently from what I've read, they go out onto Bing and Google, and they're indexed just like your video from YouTube or anything else would be. Is that you guys' understanding also?
Yes.
Yes. Bing, Google, and Yahoo.
And Yahoo, right? I forget about Yahoo. I don't know why.
I know.
So I'm gonna do a screen share here and quickly show you guys exactly what it is, and you guys, even if I'm in screen share, you chime in if I miss anything, okay?
Okay.
Let me see, where do I screen share? Oh yes, over here. Entire screen. They've changed this back here again. Okay, do you see the IBO toolbox?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, you guys, this is what it looks like back here. They've got dashboard, any leads that you have, messages. Messages also show up here. My associates, people that have come to me and wanted to be friends, or likewise, I have not looked for any friends yet. And by the way, I noticed Vitaly is part of this. I saw an ad he's running in here. I did not click on it, so I don't know for sure what it is exactly that he is promoting in here. This Chris Karabatassis, she seems to be pretty big within IBO. She does a lot of the training. In fact, she's got her own website. I'll show you that. Can you see her now?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
This is a learning center that she did, and down here at the bottom, she's got a bunch of training videos in here. And I think IBO itself has got some training videos also.
Yes.
So they really do try to make it so that you are up to date with everything that goes on. Diamantina, what happens with the credits?
The credits, you can generate credits for certain activities. For example, with the press release, you can do 2 press releases, 2 max per day, and you get like 20 credits for each one. And the credits you can use to do your advertising, or like the ads that you see over on the top or on the right there. They have different sizes that you can use, and the way the credits work, depending on the ad that you pick, um, they'll cost certain impressions. Excuse me, like say the 250 by 250 is 3 impressions per view, and that's how they take the credits away.
I read in here somewhere it's five clicks per credit.
Yeah, depending on what it is, yes. And then the press releases, they have to be 250, at least 250 words. And then posting on your wall, different activities, things like that are how you build your credits up.
And also in your email box every day.
Oh, right. And then the newsletter on the weekends, or the weekly newsletter.
If you go to the training.
Now you can see I've got 4,450 credits up there. I haven't used any yet. I got these mostly from the newsletter and morning and evening credits.
Right.
Where you come into the credit center over here. Let's see if I can bring that up. Oh, I guess not. It won't let me bring the earn free. Okay, here we go. So here's where we talk about credits in here and how to convert them to credit codes, buy credits. So you can buy credits in here also. I have not seen anything. Do these ads also get picked up by the search engine? Does anybody know?
That, I'm not sure. I know the press releases, I'm not sure about the ads.
Okay. There's also, if you guys have a service of any kind, there's a place where you can put your business in, what you're offering, sort of like a Fiverr type area where you can advertise.
IBO gigs.
What is it?
IBO gigs. It's kind of like Fiverr.
Yeah, sort of like Fiverr. I'm not seeing a link to it. You usually get that when you go to put your credit in, and I should have done that, but this is where you put your, let's see what it brings up. IBO toolbox list, is that what it's under?
That's one of them, but that's not. That usually rotates. Sometimes it's up in that list, sometimes it's not.
Yeah. This is how you convert your credits, though. You get a code in your email, and you participate in looking at a couple of these, and then just stick your credit in there. And I don't have my credit code, so I have to change emails to do the webinar. So what's your overall opinion of this?
I like it. It's another good platform for business people. So there's already people with a business sense that you can meet on here, and you can chat with or use the messaging system. Another good platform to meet people and get your, especially good way to get your word out with the press releases. Some of them, they don't always have to be business. They can be motivational or whatever. But it's a good way to reach more people.
I agree. Debbie, have you done anything with it yet?
I do my PRs almost daily. When I do my email newsletter,
Yeah.
I've met people on it. I've actually gotten some leads off of it that came to me just from my PRs. I really need to dig into it deeper because, as she said there, everybody on here is a business person already, so they're already kind of geared towards what we do, and they need our services.
Right.
So it's definitely a great platform to be on. You can build up the free credits you can buy credits. They just had a great sale on the credits, so you could get, you know, a boatload of them and do any kind of ad that you want. Chris makes banners, so she can help you build a banner if you wanted to do the banner size. It's got a lot of features to it that I haven't really looked at yet, so I need to dig into it deeper and use it better than I have been.
Yeah. Well, there's great training in here, and
Yes.
have either one of you been on the webinar that they have on Wednesdays?
I have not.
I was at the beginning, but I haven't been for quite a while. And you also get credits for attending the webinar.
I know you do. 400 it says here for attending the live event.
Yeah, so
What's the webinars
it
like?
pays to go.
Usually we're on the,
Yeah.
well,
Usually
I don't know though, 8 p.m. You could do it. You could do it at. I could actually do that. I was thinking it was at the same time as MLSP, but it looks like it's at 5 Eastern, so that'd be, or at 8 Eastern, so it'd be 5 here. I'll
Okay.
have to check one of them out. All right, I'm going to come back. I think. Okay, do you see me again?
Yes.
Yeah, there you are.
Hi, Junie. Junie, Whitman, Mario, Lynn. Good morning, you guys. It looks like Whitman's already part of it. And
Oh,
it's
good.
free. Whitman says it's free and it works. Has it worked?
Mm-hmm.
So if any of you guys out there are interested in a link to it, get with one of the three of us. We all have our own referral links into IBO Toolbox. So just pick one of us and send us a message, and we can send you a link to the site itself. And like Whitman said, it's free.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You can spend money in there if you want to, but you don't have to. You guys have to excuse me for just Whitman says he uses it to promote the MLSP webinars.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that's an idea. I'm thinking more on the lines of my primary right now to promote in there.
You can do anything because you can set up an ad for any number. There's not a limit to the ads that you can run.
Right.
So I set ads up and I start and stop them. You know, like
Right.
if I want to do the Wednesday one, I usually just do it on Wednesday, but I set the ad up. It's ready to go, and then you just turn it back off again. There's no sense running it the rest of the week. You know.
Do
So
you
you
want
could-
to?
And in your profile, you can put your different businesses in there.
Yes.
You have links to more than one business back there, and also videos. You can add those to your profile, so you can have your MLSP and your primary back there also. That when people go to your profile, they'll see all that also.
Okay. I have to take just a minute here, guys. Junie asked how my trip to the ranch was, and I told her that I would tell this morning.
Oh, good.
So the drive up there is beautiful. It's almost 5 hours to the minute to go up there, and that's making like about 3 stops. You go through some beautiful country. You hit Mammoth on the way up. I believe that's a ski area, right, Mammoth?
I think so.
I think so. Lots of big trees and greenery, and I certainly knew when I was out of the desert. Bert lives just outside of Gardnerville, Nevada, which I had been there before. In fact, I have a friend up there, and she said I was there in 2008. And the town has grown so much since then. But they have been, of course, just like most places around the United States, around 2007, 2008, when the recession hit. Gardnerville was hit also. However, look like they're booming now. Bert and Jess took me to a carnival they were having up there, so I got to see the town. And my friend came and met me on Sunday morning, and we had some breakfast and got caught up, which was very nice. My wish list for going up there, I was the first girl that had been. Most of his guests have been men, and they were all work, no play. Bert said they were in the office 8 hours straight the days that the men were there. Well, I had a better agenda in mind. I really wanted the ranch experience. So that's why I got to milk the goat. And if anybody saw that video, I turned the camera around the wrong way when Jess handed it to me and took over. So you didn't get to see the difference between me and Jess because she was fast. I was afraid of hurting the poor thing. But it was fun. And my second agenda was to go horseback riding because Jess had said that they had friends that had horses that lived around there. I had no idea that they were actually going to set it up up at Zephyr Falls, which is up by Lake Tahoe, at a riding stable up there. So that was a big surprise to me. And my second on my wish list was to meet Rob Four. Well, they kept telling me that Rob had been to the dentist and had major surgery, and he wasn't feeling like doing anything like that. And when Bert came back, Jess and I did an interview that morning while Bert was still gone. And so when he came home, I was working away in the office, and he came and got me, and there was Rob standing in the kitchen. So they surprised me with Rob, and as far as I'm concerned, the whole trip was worth spending the day with Rob. He went horseback riding with us, and he and I talked a lot. I got to know him a lot better, and he is one of the most real persons I have ever met in my life. There's not a phony bone about him, and he truly, truly wants to help people. You guys have all seen him on webinars before. He's asked to do a certain thing, and he goes 9 miles out of his way to give more. He has a servant's heart, and something I did not know about him, he went through the seminary, and he is a pastor, a minister. He also worked with Tony Robbins. He went through his firewalking class, and I don't know, I guess 30 people's feet got burned at this last one. I read it. My son said, "And you're going to go do that in October?" And I said, "Yep." I said I was going to do it, and I'm going to do it. So, like I say, spending the day with Rob was worth the whole trip as far as I'm concerned. Bert and I did buckle down on Saturday and half a day on Sunday and really worked hard. I had a few things I wanted to do, especially getting some emails and some ideas for ads for my primary. So that was my whole agenda. So I had a total ranch experience. And if any of you guys ever get the chance to go, I don't know if he's going to offer any more of them. It does cost money, but you get everything. I mean, you don't do anything other. They cook for you and take you out and do what you want to do. So it was totally worth the money to me. and to spend that one-on-one time not only with Rob, but to have Bert's full attention for a day and a half, and really buckle down with him. So that is my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Okay.
What else do you do? I know you're a travel agent.
My full-time job, I work at a word processor at a law firm downtown San
Aha.
Francisco.
I'll bet that's interesting. What kind of law?
They do environmental, family wealth, criminal, corporate, yeah,
You name it,
all
they're
kinds of
there.
stuff. There's a variety.
I'll bet there's some interesting cases.
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah. How's your travel agency going?
It's going good. I just started that one a little over a month ago. So, and I've had a couple clients already. So I'm excited about it. I've been doing the training, and that part's fun. I just did the dolphin one yesterday, so
Cool.
get people to go swim with the dolphins.
I
Yeah, I
didn't
was
swim
all
with dolphins,
excited.
but I have swam with the stingrays.
Oh, wow.
Ooh,
I can't remember where that was. I
where
know
did you
there's a
do
place
that?
called, I don't know, we were on a cruise, and I can't remember which island it was. Um, I know there's a place on the island called Hell. Anyway, they took us out in a boat, and these are big, and their underbellies feel like crushed velvet.
Mm.
Ooh.
There was a lot of people that were afraid to get off the boat and get in with him, but not me. If I went that far, I'm going to do it. Just like in October, I'm going to walk on those damn coals. Doesn't matter how scared I am, I'm going to walk on them. And Debbie, you're our urban farmer out there. How's your garden
Yes,
going?
it's going great. I can't wait to get out there this morning and see. Whenever it rains, it just perks things up so much. You know, you can water all you want, but when it gets a good rain on it, it just changes everything.
Love the smell of rain.
So,
I wish I could smell
yeah,
it.
I love to take baby James out there. He has his own little spot that he digs in, and he helped me pull weeds yesterday. So he's learning how to garden already.
That's cool.
I'm asking if anybody has any questions as we're getting close to the end here. The
Yeah.
half hour usually goes really fast, doesn't it?
Hmm.
And I didn't even go on a rant or anything. That's what, don't you love it when Bert goes on a rant?
Yeah, you get some good stuff.
Yep. He tells us things that he probably wasn't going to tell us. I got in on half of his pop-up quiz yesterday, one of them.
Yeah, I missed the second one. What was it about?
He was showing some more places to do photos. He showed Canva, and he showed that place that what's his face brought up called what, Photar.
Yeah.
And then he showed another one that I'd never heard of. God, let me look here because I wrote it down. It looked like a good one to give a try because it really gave you some good. Luna pick.
Okay.
I've used that for changing colors, like in photos.
You've used Lunatic before?
Oh,
Lunapic.
For
Her
the
last name is Clark Whitman.
what'd you say?
Whitman asked what your last name was.
Clark. Clarke.
Yeah, I know. I should have introduced her the whole way, I guess. But women wanted to know what it was. Yeah. So you've used Luna Pick.
Yeah, I actually Googled it. I was trying to change the color of the image in a photo and came across LunaPic and played around with it, so I was able to change it from, I think it
How
was
hard
black to
is it?
purple or something like
'Cause
that.
Canva's so easy. So how hard is Luna Pick to use?
That's about the only thing I've done with it, so I don't know what else you can do with it, really. I just use it to, you click on the color and select the one color you want to change it to, and you kind of have to play around with it. But that's about the only thing I've done with it.
I want to look into it because he was showing a bunch of stuff you could do with it.
Right.
So I'm going to look at that more. I like to do good stuff. Well, ladies, we're about at the end. I really appreciate you taking time out of your mornings this morning. I'm going to look into IBO Toolbox even more, and it looks like, Debbie, you've been using it a heck of a lot more than I have.
Yeah, I've been on there for a few years, but I really, like I say, I haven't really dug into it and learned the features, so I know I'm missing out on a lot of things that it can do.
Yeah, same here.
I'll come to you if I have trouble setting up an ad.
Okay, we'll figure it out.
Do either of you know if LunaPic is iOS compatible? I don't know, Junie.
No.
Whitman, there is a product that allows you to remove backgrounds, and I can't remember the name of it right now. Do either of you know?
No, but you can probably Google it.
I know that there is one, and I can't remember what the name of it is. I've seen Bert do it in a moment. When he was setting up, you saw that Aweber thing that they did for him.
Mm-hmm.
I watched him while I was up there take the background out.
Oh, cool.
But I can't remember what he was using.
I know my son's used, I think it was Inkscape before.
Inkscape?
Uh-huh.
Did you
There
hear
was an
that?
ad he was doing for something else, and I was watching him. He removed the background from a picture. That's one that I can think of. I know there's more, though.
I know that there are. I used to have a list of them here. This is my list of stuff. Oh my. That's not counting the notebooks.
Yeah.
Okay, ladies. I appreciate you so much.
Thank you for asking me.
Everyone that came to pre-daily coaching this morning. Inkscape, is that what it was? Whitman wants to know.
Yes.
Yes, Whitman. I appreciate all you guys this morning coming to pre-daily coaching, and be sure to tune in on Monday for Bert. I assume he'll be here on Monday. As the 4th of July, so he hasn't said that he wouldn't be here, but he might not be too for the 4th of July. So I hope everybody has a blessed weekend, a long weekend, and we will see you again next Friday. Junie says thanks to all the panel.
You're welcome. Everyone have a great weekend. Be safe.
Yes, everybody be safe, and we will talk to you next Friday. Signing off for now.